To keep the parasitic p-n junctions in a CMOS process turned off, which of the following must be done? Let's look at a CMOSFET device. So we see that we have both an NMOS and a PMOS. Our NMOS is to the left and our PMOS is to the right. We have SiO2 right in the middle, and this is for isolation, and we also have on the sides as well. So it's thicker in the middle also, and it's only half as much on both sides. So when we look at it, it's very similar. So we go from left to right. We're starting with the source. We have the gate, and then we have the D, which is for the drain. So source, gate, and drain. And then for the next one, PMOS, we have drain, gate, source. I like to remember these as like they're kind of opposite. So you have NMOS, the S, and then G, then D. And then PMOS, it starts later than our N. So LMNOP, right? So then we're going to have DGS. So it's a little bit opposite of just being in order. So our NMOS, we know we have Ns, and then the whole thing is a P-type body, where PMOS is Ps, and then it's inside of an N-well, which is inside of our P-type body. So looking at our notes, complementary metal oxide semiconductors, or CMOSs, it's a technology that combines both our NMOS and PMOSFETs on a single integrated circuit, which is an IC chip or die. Modern CMOS processors use a P-type silicon substrate. This is the P-type body here, with PMOSFETs built in N-wells inside of like little islands right here. The FETs are really the devices being intentionally built. Now, our p-n junction diodes are just parasitic devices, and that's what we're looking at here. So let's look at these and we can go through the notes further. The N-well must be connected to the lowest voltage used on the IC. Well, right here it says connect N-wells to the highest potential on the IC, and this is to get rid of parasitic devices. So this is false. For part B, it says the sources of our P-MOSFET must be connected to the highest voltage used on the IC, and it's very similar to D as well, where it says the sources of our N-MOSFET must be connected to the lowest voltage used on our IC. Now, it doesn't mention anything about this in here, so both B and D are wrong. It's not going to be none of these because the actual answer is C. And we can see that from the notes here. The P substrate must be connected to the lowest voltage used in our IC, and it tells us right here it's usually the ground.